Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This week, we're gonna discuss on the third chapter of the syllabus, which is business organization. You can find it in the textbook page 100. Okay, chapter 3, entrepreneurship, new ventures, and business ownership. So basically, in this chapter, we'll take a look what is a small business, the importance of small business, popular areas of small business, the entrepreneurship, what are the goals of entrepreneurship, the characteristics of entrepreneurship, and we'll discuss on starting and operating new business, understanding the distinctive competencies, crafting a business plan, starting the small business, and then we'll take a look at trends, successes, and failures in new ventures, which will touch on the trends in small business startups, the reasons for failures and success of the business, and the last topic will be on non-corporate business ownership. Um, it's up to page 1, 2, 3. Page 1, 2, 3. So what does it mean by small business? I guess everyone knows what is small business. It's just that how to define that small business. The defining the small business will be different from country to countries. All right. So here in the textbook, the general definition of small business is it is an independently owned business that has relatively little influence in its market. So most of the time, the small business is limited in size and revenue depending on the industry. So the whether it is a small, medium, or micro business, it will be depending on the number of employees and the revenue of that particular business, of that particular company. All right. So usually small business will be limited in limited areas, in small market area, or fewer locations only, and most of the time the types of ownership will be sole proprietorship or partnership. So in Malaysia, SME Corp will define what is small, what is medium, what is micro enterprise or micro business. So usually for SME Corp, they define they divided the industry in divided it into two, manufacturing and services and other sectors. So for manufacturing, there will be different characteristics of whether it is a small, medium, or micro business as compared to services and other sectors. So for manufacturing, if the number of employees is less than 5, or the sales turnover is less than 300k, it is considered as micro business. If the number of employees is from 5 to 74, less than 75 employees, or the sales turnover is less than 15 million, 300k to 15 million, it is considered as small business. And if the number of employees is less than 200, 75 to 200, it is or the sales turnover is less than 50 million, 15 million to less than 50 million, it is considered as medium business. More than 50 million, and the number of employees is more than 200, it is considered as large company. As compared to services and other sectors, if the number of employees is less than 5 and the sales turnover is less than 300, or the sales turnover is less than 300, it is considered as micro business. Same like manufacturing, and less than 5 employees or less than 300k sales turnover, so it is considered as micro. Okay, for services and other sectors, from 5 to 29 employees, okay, 5 to 29 employees or less than 30 employees, or the sales turnover is 300k to less than 3 million, it is considered as small business. As compared to manufacturing just now, the number of employees is less than 75, but here for services less than 30, 29 and below, up to 5 to 29. All right, and then for if the employees is from 30 to 75 employees, or the sales turnover is less than or equals to 20 million, 3 million to 20 million, it is considered as medium industry. So that's the categories of the small, medium and micro economy based on SME Corp. Okay. Why are small businesses important to the economy? Why are these small businesses important to the country, important to the big businesses? There are three importance of small businesses: job creation, innovation, contributions to big business. Small businesses are the lifeblood of the economy of the country. Okay, because as any countries in the world, here 2/3 of the new jobs and the innovation comes from these small businesses. Okay, they will be the first to hire in times of economic recovery. Okay, and then because of they have set up a new business or reopen the business that they have closed earlier. Okay, so they need workers, so the hiring takes place. Okay, but okay, they tend to cut jobs at a higher rate than big firms. Okay, the survival and expansion rates for these small businesses is very poor. Okay, and then again, many small businesses will close, okay, or contract and workers will lose job. All right, so this is the importance of small business. They will be the one, they will be the first to hire in times of economic recovery. Okay, next is on innovation. What does it mean by innovation? Usually, all right, people will think that large businesses will introduce the new products, all new products that hit in the market, given the financial resources, the stable financial resources available to that large businesses. But according to this SME Corp, okay, small companies develop more patents per employee than do the larger company. Okay, so the innovation are likely to come from these small businesses, from the individual in small businesses as compared to those big companies. All right. Okay, so over the years, the list of the innovation by these small businesses, there are too many. There are many lists of innovation by these small businesses. They give you an example of the PC, personal computer. It's from the small business. Stainless steel razor blade, photocopier machine, jet engines, self-developing photograph. We have others. We have airplane parts, for example, air conditioning. What else? Clothes. All right. So most of this innovation comes from small businesses as compared to big one. Why? Okay, big businesses, they will need to why these small businesses are so innovative. Okay, for one thing, they tend to offer environment that appeal to individuals, with talent, right, to invent in this new product and to improve the way things are done. But on the other side, the large businesses, even though they have that stable financial resources, they need to usually these large organizations, large businesses, okay, there will be a quite significant, quite big innovations. So they need to invest so much money on the innovation part. Okay, maybe they will do the radical changes, the re-engineering that will take a lot of the money. Okay, so they need to think. They can't simply implement new things. They can't simply innovate or do invention. Okay, just like these small businesses did. All right. Okay, so there will be few things that they need to look at. All right, not saying that these small businesses, that they are not looking into things very in depth. But then usually for small businesses there will be a small innovation. So when there will be small innovation, it will the innovation will be much more than the big organization, big businesses, right? And the third importance of small businesses is the contribution to big business. So most of the products made by big businesses are sold to consumers by small businesses. And let me give you an example of Genting Group. All right, we have the Genting Group, and from that Genting Group we have sub business. They have resort, they have Genting World, they have Genting Skyway. What else? They have transportation, F&B, and they have the golf course. The example given to you in the textbook, the dealers selling Mitsubishi, Toyota, Honda. They are independently operated. All right, online retailers outsource the creation of their websites and the distribution of their products to small or regional firms. All right, so most of the time, the big businesses they are depending on these small businesses to sell the parts of the cars, for example. All right, even though there are many suppliers, all right, large number of suppliers, there are hundreds of smaller companies that will provide the portion of the parts of the car, that will go into each of the vehicle. So this is the contribution of the small businesses to big businesses. All right. Okay, so we need the small businesses to 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 uh, uh, to sold the our products uh, to the end customer, for example. All right, so this is the contribution of this small business to big business. So these are the importance of small businesses to the country, to the economy, to the individual, to the group, in the residential area in the country itself. Okay. Next subtopic is on the popular areas of small business enterprise. The one given to you in the textbook is based on US businesses. But in Malaysia itself, I found out that the most popular area of small business enterprise is travel agency. All right, travel agency is the first popular area of small business enterprise. We have tourism, fashion, food and snack, microfinance service, oil and gas, internet business, and professional service. So that is in 2020, just before the COVID-19 crisis. But currently, maybe the most popular area of small business enterprise is the food and snacks. All right, or the internet business, okay, based on current situation. So that will be the popular areas of small business enterprise in Malaysia in 2020.